Hey, this is BlindFox and welcome at my ration review. Please support the channel, please subscribe and please go and donate on patreon.com. So today we are doing the 24-hour ration RationTech, their tactical pack. This is 2200k cows. It's menu number 1 and it was packed in 22 and it expires in 2023. The reason is, I think some of the ingredients is a bit old. They are really struggling to get ingredients this year to pack this stuff. They normally have more, as I say, packs, but so far they only have 3 ration packs and they do pack for commercial people mostly. The spin-off stuff we get is just stuff that they can do in their shop for individuals. They very rarely, most of their clients are big orderers, so they're not really for the individual market, but you can get some of their stuff, as I said. We've got some sugar left. We've got the black tea. I'm not going to use the sugar. I don't like it with black tea. We still have another black tea because I didn't do it with lunch. So you can do it either in the afternoon or in the evening later. We've got some pineapple cool drink. These are sort of a isotonic drink type thing. This is not a actual fruit drink. There's a bunch of ingredients. This is I'm not going to read all of the contents or the what do you call it, nutritional facts, but there are some. There's just too much to read there, and you don't really worry about that if you drink this in the field. And there's a lot of ingredients for this, so artificial. And here we go, we've got our pepper steak pasta, or pasta with pepper steak. And 400 grams, so this is a lot of food. I think I can't remember what the American 200 and something grams food are, and some of the others has got, the French has got 300 gram foods, some of the other has got more or less that, but this South Africa, a lot of food. So you might not get a lot of other food or snacks and stuff, but the food itself is a lot. And we've got our chocolate energy bar. There is still some salt and pepper and some water purification tablets, which I didn't use. We've got some more. You get 5 gums and you get a lot of super seeds. So you do have a lot of nice little candies and stuff to eat. The weight naps I'm not going to use, but they are literally, I don't know why the packet is so big, but this is basically how big the weight nap container or the weight nap part of it is. There's the weight nap. This is, I think, an extra weight nap container inside. The tissues we are not going to use, but this is a nice big packet of tissues, sealed nicely. Then we also have the other tea and some more sugar and these creamers, which I don't really use except in the porridge because I'm not a fan, but you can use it of course in your ration. Let's remove the sugar. And then we've got the stove and there is 6 fuel tablets which you can use throughout the day. Lion matches, which is nice matches, sturdy matches, not really some of the idiot matches you get where you have to use 10 just to get your fire going. So good. And this stove is a nice, it's not as thick as some of the other stoves you get, but it is still not as thin as some of the stuff I've seen. I've used it once, I think, in a video. If I can remember, this comes up, this is the legs, they go down. I can't remember how they go down, this comes up. And I can't remember exactly how you fold them, but yeah, this goes up, this comes down, and you put the thing, whatever you are heating up on it. Heat nicely, it works good. I can't remember which one. Oh well, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, sorry. Oh wait, no. This comes up, but all of this comes up. Yeah, now I remember. There's the little legs. Sorry, forgot. So this comes up, and this comes up. You put the little pallet there and it stands on little legs. Then put this on a concrete slab. You will actually heat your concrete up to white hot. Not good for the concrete. Put this on a loose brick or on the ground. Don't put it on wood. You've seen videos where people had it on a wood plank and burn something. You can put it on metal. If it's sort of on a tin or something, this thing does conduct heat. Now I'm not going to use the stove to heat my stuff up. I'm just going to pop it into a pot and put the pot on the stove. Today it will be a gas one, since hey, we've got a power outage for the whole day. That's why I'm doing a ration. Mainly, I wasn't planning to do one today, but we've got power outage for most of the day, and well, hey, I've got a ration. Sadly, they don't have ration heater, so they wouldn't even have to use the gas stove. I would have just had to boil a bit of water for this. But well, we'll get all of this started, and then I will be back. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the last time I mixed this just in a glass, and it really took a long time to mix. This is a really sugary drinks. You really have to mix it in a glass. Do put this in a bottle and shake it. It mixes much better. It's not like some of the drinks that has a slight fizz in it, so you won't shake your fizz out. But just pop this in a bottle and shake it. It's much easier to mix than mixing it in a glass with water. I'm gonna pop it in a bottle and mix it like that. And of course most of these mix with half a liter of water, but it's very strong. So you can add up to, I found 75 milliliters is a good, sorry, 750 milliliters is a good strength for me to drink. You can even go up to a liter, then you can still, it depends on what type of water that is the main thing, it depends on what type of water you have. It depends how black your water is, the taste of the water. There's a lot of parts in Southern Africa where the water is very brackish. So you want a bit of stronger tasting cool drink or isotonic drink to cover that iron taste in the water. So that's all. I'll go and heat it and then I'll be back. So I think sometime I must actually take some actual brackish, or not brackish, but yeah, brackish water from a borehole and pop some of these pills in and see how it tastes with and without the pills. From the water purification tablets. From a source I actually know that the water is safe to drink. I don't want to use just normal down tap water because it tastes different. It's from a river. And I know a borehole where it's safe to drink the water without purification. So let's taste this while our food boils. This is the drink. I did put in 750 ml of around there of water, 750. Because for the water I'm using, it is too strong, as I say. If you use the brackish water, that might not be. But I might just do it in a ration review. We'll see if I can get my hands on some water. For me, for this, it's just right. When a half a liter, it's really strong. It tastes just sort of cool drinky, this. Because it's a bit watery. It remains the sweet taste. But you get the more pineapple taste as well. It's not as strong and as sweet and as glaringly artificial. This is still not really natural, but because it's a bit watered down, it's not as glaringly obvious. So I like cool drink or drinks more watered down. So this can, if you like watered down drinks, safely get you to 750. A liter maybe, but 750 definitely. So definitely with 500 ml you should mask the taste of that water purification tablet and some weird water. So let's check out our tea while we are waiting. Just normal black tea. There's no water, milk and sugar, but you do have powdered milk and sugar. You can add it there. Horrible, but I don't like my tea like that. Especially because there's such a lot of sweet stuff in the ration already, but you do have the option of all that sugar. You might also trade your sugar packages for people that like more sugar or other stuff you like. And here we've got our chocolate energy tablet, bar, which is not chocolate and not energy. One of those protein bar stuff that doesn't have chocolate, which is brilliant for our weather since it won't melt. There you can see the structure. Tough to break, but when you chew it, it dissolves easily. It does have that funny gritty structure. Might be a bit of the protein taste like, but definitely chocolatey. It's not too sweet, and this is what I like about these bars. You don't get a sweet taste as much as some of the other stuff you get with rations. You just get sort of a chocolatey, nice proteiny taste. So the only thing we've got left to taste is our food, which we will go and collect and wait for 10 minutes that it is hopefully boiled, and see you then. And finally, our thing is boiled. Now this tea can get nice and strong, so you can even let it boil on the stove or somewhere. Here is our pasta with pepper steak. You can see there, saucy. It's not a very thick sauce. It's a relatively thin sauce. Definitely pepper, steaky. There is some meat in there. I did see some pieces. A lot of... I know this got a fancy name, screw pasta. Or corkscrew pasta. I know it's got another name. There's some carrots, peas, sweet corn, and I think there's beans as well. This looks a lot like little mixed vegetables we get in South Africa, frozen mixed vegetables. It might be some of those stuff they pop in here, but it's a nice selection of vegetables. We have it actually quite a lot. So there we go. I don't see, there might be onion and maybe, I don't know, potato in here, but mainly it's those stuff I named. You can see there, meat, not big pieces, but the stuff I tasted was real. A lot of pepper, not so much salt, which I don't mind. I don't have a problem with the salt. In fact, I have trouble tasting salt content of food. I've discovered that recently, that I really struggle with tasting the salt content. It really must be a big difference. Food with a lot of salt for me tastes sometimes the same as food with little salt, so suffice to say I never salt food at home. I didn't discover it by oversalting food, luckily, so I just sort of realized it. But anyway, so let's taste some of the sauce. As I said, quite a thin sauce. Definite pepper and pepper pieces. It tastes like black pepper or ground pepper, or that you ground. It's roughly ground. It's not that fine powdery pepper that would be in this bag. You do taste the skins of it tastes just like ground pepper, which you do with one of those pepper grounders. So big ground. Now let's do the pasta and so pasta very soft, of course, because you've got it's lying in sauce and it was cooked thoroughly, as you should with this. But here your structure comes from the meat, which is real meat. You can feel the fiber, the meaty fibers in it, or the meat structure. Some of the vegetables still, the sweet corn keeps its form. The carrots is a bit soft. The peas, you can sometimes taste the peas. And then if there's a bean or so, it gives it extra structure. Which means that although people might moan about the pasta that's so soft, with the amount of sauce that's in here and the soft pasta, it means that you can eat this dish cold. If you for some reason can't heat it up, there's enough sauce and enough soft pasta, I think, to actually be able to eat these dishes cold. I might someday just heat it up in the microwave, not heat it up as I do normally, but it's the one less thing for me to wash in the end. Frankly, I might just sometime decide to just heat it up in a microwave and see how it tastes cold. But I have eat this after a review when some of this stuff has cooled down a bit, And it is still easy to eat. Sometimes when you get stuff and it cools down, it's nice when it's hot, it's nice, but when it really gets hard and difficult to eat. But this, because of the soft pasta and the amount of sauce, you can see there, it's almost swimming in sauce. This will really be easy to eat when it is cold. And of course you get a slowly extra water in here with the sauce as well. So this was our review. A nice saucy pasta. If you don't like pepper, you won't like this. Really a strong pepper taste. I won't add extra pepper, but you have it. It's real black pepper it tastes like, or real pepper grounds peppercorns that was ground nice and coarse. So you can actually taste the pepper. It's not just fine pepper that's thrown in. It is flavorful though, still, besides the pepper. It's a creamy sauce, which is nice. I don't think the marjorie would have gone nice with the pepper. It's almost a lot. You get sort of a pepper sauce people put on steak. It's very much similar to that, just a bit more runny. But scree pasta, as I said, nice structured meat. I think there's enough structure in this provided by the meat pieces. These meat pieces are, although it's smallish, so the sauce gets into it, it's not dry. There's just enough to provide nice structure. So this was our review of the dinner portion of our RationTech menu one, their 3200 kcal tactical ration. I hope I can get some of the other rations as well. I do have the 4 tactical rations to review, but I really want some of the other rations to review. You just can't get them. As I said, they've got some supply problems with COVID and stuff, and hopefully it clears up. The chocolate, the energy chocolate, is just a protein bar. There is no actual chocolate, sort of milk chocolate or dark chocolate involved. It's just the inner part of it, which is good. It won't melt easily. Which does mean if it's cold it gets a bit stiff, but this is cool, so it won't melt and mess all over his stuff. Black tea, normal, whatever black tea this is. I'm not a tea snob. I don't know the different teas. I don't drink tea. Actually, I don't drink tea often enough to notice. Same with coffee. The only time I actually drink tea is ration reviews, and sometimes when it's really cold and I have nothing else to drink. And then I don't use water in it, or milk and sugar in it anyway. Our cool drink, very strong, which is good. They say 500 mils, very strong in there. But I think if you have got some mineral-rich water and you pop in these tablets, I must really do a review must get my hands on some actual water that I trust the source of, so that I can taste with and without the purification tablets. I don't want to put it into normal town water because this is river water. It lacks that minerally taste, and they are already put in some. The town we've got they already putting chemically stuff in when they do the water treatment anyway. So this is our review. So the whole ration, what do I think of it? The sorghum porridge is really difficult to mix. The only thing I haven't tried is actually mixing it cold in water and then try to boil it, but I think it will be just too difficult and it will burn. And I don't want to waste a pot, or I don't have the right size of pot that I can play with that way, and I don't want to use our pots and pans we use in our daily cooking at home. I don't think I would be the favorite person here if I mess up one of our pots by burning it. So that's the only thing I haven't tried, but I've tried mixing it a little bit, I've tried mixing a lot, but the only thing is, try to keep a fork with you. A spoon doesn't mix this porridge well. You have to have something like a fork, and you have to do it vigorously. Really put sort of half a cup or so in and mix it really, really vigorously. Then put a bit more water in and mix it vigorously. I used around a cup of water to mix the porridge. They don't say how much, but you could use a bit more, but really this requires vigorous mixing to get all of that lumps out. What do you have? The cookies was nice. It's not too sweet, so you can eat the nut butter with it. It just gives it a nice chocolatey taste. It's nice fruity taste. As I say, not overwhelmingly sugary, which is a good thing compared to the house sugary the cool drinks or the isotonic drinks are. Coffee, it's the normal South African coffee, not too really strong, which is a good thing if you don't like coffee. You can ignore the coffee taste. You can just add more water and just ignore the coffee taste. Apparently it's a nice nutty taste if you are a coffee connoisseur or something, but it's not a bad coffee for someone that don't like coffee. I of course like my coffee strong. The very few times I actually drink coffee. That's why I actually stopped drinking coffee. I was thinking I'm drinking too much coffee and it's too strong, so I just stopped, which might be a good thing. What else do I know? Moving over, Super Seeds was nice as always. Moving over to lunch, the biryani was nice. There, the chicken was a bit big pieces, but you can squash it. The rice was also a bit soft, but it's a good mixture between the chicken that's real. You also get the meat fibers there, and the soft biryani rice. A nice burn, but very flavorful. And you've got raisins in this one. I had raisins. It might vary from pack to pack. And you can just dump in your ration, because it's just a brilliant thing they pack it, you might get something else. If you get raisins, just dump some of your raisins in there. It gives you a nice sweetness with the burn. Ordinarily you would have had chutney in there if you had, but we didn't have it there. I wouldn't have had the tomato sauce used for what they normally have, but anyway, doesn't matter. The orange was also nice, same different with the very strong for half a liter, you can add more. And here we did discuss the dinner. So overall a good ration, I think. South African food, always a bit lacking in salt, but you do have sort of, apparently they are lacking in salt, but you do have extra salt you can add in, which will enhance the flavor for you even more. And that was our whole review. So thanks for watching. I hope to get some of the other, I do have some of the other tactical rations to review. The rest of them I hope I get some of the other types of rations as well. So thanks for watching. Please support the channel, please subscribe, please go and donate on patreon.com, and see you at my next ration review.